Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here today I want to present to you a 1v1 game between a Panzer Elite and a Brits. And can you guys guess what map is this today? Okay, so this is a 3D view of the maps. Yeah, I try to make a guess. Yes, you can view the maps in a different perspective now. Yep, and the map is, here you go. It's Langres 1v1 maps, infamous Langres between me, Cat, and Destructor in Brits. And I am a Panzer Elite today. So it's a 1v1 game. And shall we begin, ladies and gentlemen? 3, 2, 1, go. Yep, it was pretty quiet in the beginning. I didn't do anything. I was AFK, to be honest. So Langres, no, so Destructor, sorry, to pronounce your names wrong. He start to move here, start to capturing CP, and I think he gonna soon moving his truck. Yep. In the meantime, my Guard start to capturing fuel point, and as you see here, we just exchange some greetings and some words. Yep, right away he, the Spectre, he captured this main fuel ammunition point. This point, and this point, these two sectors are the key sector I think in this map, because if you can manage to control this sector, basically you choke whoever's in this side of the maps, because it deny all the access to this left to this right wing of the map. It fuel, a lot of fuel, plus 10 munitions, plus 10 fuels and CP. So it leaves me either go this left wing, or I have to be able to control these sectors. So as you see here now, the Brits moving in really fast and capture this. And I think in the early game, between Brits versus PE, I think Brits has a huge advantage, because they can have their brands right way really fast, and have the scout. And versus my 1 or 2 Panzer Grenadier teams is no match. So my Panzer Grenadier team is no match for the Brits in the beginning, in the early games. And you see here, I managed to capture the plus 10 ammunition point near my base, which is quite obvious. This is really near my base, so it's obviously it belongs to my. Yep, I make another a second squad, and then as you see that the Brits already capture about half of the maps, and he moved his trucks here to secure these sections, deny my access, and he also upgraded this point to get 18, so he get 18 ammunition from this sector now. And I made my first move really slowly and carefully, try to capture this strategic point. And as you see, its infantry sections with the sniper abilities comes in, and now the infantry squad. So it's basically 2 versus 2. And for some reason he retreat back to his trucks. Yeah, retreat and regroups, I think, and we come back with force. In the meantime, my Guards, yeah, slowly but surely capture all of this left side. And here is the first action of the games between my scout car, and he using the sniper ability to snipe one of my soldiers. And here I retreat. So there's my scout car. Yeah, scout car is pretty weak in the beginning, but the reason I make it, because you can capture sector with scout car, and then once you have a sector, you can lock down the sector with your scout car. And my intention that is, in these sectors, I'm gonna hiding my scout car here in this bottom corner. So if he doesn't really notice it, he doesn't really know that it's my scout car here, and basically this whole section is mine, and he's really denied his ability to capture this. And now my scout guys damage engines, Doesn't look so good. Oh, my scout guy thinks gonna die soon. And in the meantime, yeah, here come the rescue. And he retreat again, even though I think he can take on me one-to-one. Pretty much have equally powers here. And I forgot my cannon guard, so it's just idle here. And now I start to capturing the victory point, VP. And slowly again I try to recapture this strategic point. And he making his brand, yes. So its brand comes out. I'm still waiting for that, and I also need to repair this, my scout car badly. And as the usual move of a Brit players, he making a motor change or motor emplacements, and basically with this motor he can control this whole sections with the motor supports fire support this whole section here. I saw that and then I retreat because there's no point of facing him with the brands, and I have no Panzerfaust or anything to anti his armor, his brand guns. And yep, you see he do a really, I don't know, a little adventures into my base with 3 of my Panzer Grenadier squad. I try to fight him back, and then he using his lieutenant to do the capture as well. But now about 5 minutes into the games, as you see that the Brits control the right sections and I control the left sections, and this is the middle one, that is when we do all the contests, and we fighting again here in middle to get the control of this point. And you see that his motor emplacement is really effective, and he's, well, pinned down, killing two of my guys, and he also lost 3 of his guys while here. Wow, they just mourning in pain. Oh, this guy is dead. He's totally dead. Well, he disappeared. And now he moved his brand here, try to fight or kill my cannon guard. Now is there no chance, my cannon guard. It's really low health, low armor, or no armor whatsoever unit, so it's gonna die, I think now. Yes. And then his lieutenant captures this importance or really significant strategic point. Since if he cut off this part, then I totally lost my access to ammunitions and fuel here. So I think my job here now is to try to regain these sections right away, as soon as possible. And you have noticed that I haven't selected my doctrine, so I haven't selected my doctrine yet. Still have one commander point, commander point. So yeah, I will go with let's see what I will go with. And this scout car is fully repaired and fully operational now. It's holding down these sections. I could have actually moved the scout car a bit back to this, a little bit hidden away further from the bridge, so he a bit harder for him to find out where I parked my scout car to lock down these sections. Oh, and he make a lot of progress in this. He's cut off this point. He start to capturing the field because he know the field is important for Panzer or the Axis in general in the early games. Because if without the fields, we can't really bet ups or upgrades to T2, T3. So without T2, T3, it means no tanks, no armor car. So that is a huge advantage for him. As you see, I managed to kill off the brand gun, which is damn annoying. And I have 4 decent healthy Panzer squads, Panzer Elite squads, Panzer Grenadier squad. And then as here I start to booby traps the point, the sectors. So it means I go with the Scorcher's doctrines, which I think is probably the best in this case, because I'm constantly being harassed by this lieutenant to capture my point. So little bit booby traps gonna be a little surprise for him. And here he have a Stuart, and my troops gonna go directly to him. The thing I'm scared the most about Stuart that it is have the canister shell or whatever, those shotgun kind of things can kill off a lot of troops if you block it up in a big group like this. So I try to keep my distance away from the Stuart, even though this tank is really, it's a light tank, so it doesn't have any much armor or firepower. But again, infantry it's a nightmare. Okay, so somehow the Stuart go directly to my base, try to, I don't know, raiding my base. Oh, actually he go for my scout car because you know there's really annoying scout car coming here. But in the meantime, I attack his base, but I think I did a big mistake here. I retreat a little bit too soon, or my retreat route is wrong. So he managed to kill up one of my squads. I think it's now. Kill up one of my squad. No. Go, go. You can make it. You can make it. Okay, I managed to get 3. I had 4 in the beginning. Yeah, I had 4. So I had 3, so I lost one of my squad there in this skirmish here. And now his Stuart start to harassing my base because he know that I have only one Panzer Grenadier with the Panzer Faust. So he killed up. Oh, I barely make it. I barely make it. Have only one guy left in the squad. Yeah, and he started running. And then I have a infantry half track here comes. And then now the Panzer tank buster heavy infantry squad. So basically, yeah, a Panzer Grenadier with the Panzer Faust. And here I mount up because I know that he's low on health. So I try to chase him off with my infantry half tracks. But I think I made a sacrifice here, just you're gonna see right away in a moment. I chased the Stuart, didn't manage to kill in one shot, still survive, barely make it, main gun destroy. So yeah, I suffer a lot of damage from these brand guns. And yeah, I lost my infantry half tracks, but in return I killed the Stuart, so it's one-on-one replacements. It wasn't too bad, but it could be better. It could have been better, yes. So here I'm T1, I did in the beginning, T2 here, and T3 now is coming up. I think I want to build the T3 sooner because I want to have the STG-44 in order to deal with all of these lot of infantry focus the Brits has. Yeah, from my own experience, usually the Brits, they either go with the SimCity strategy, which is build a lot of bunkers, trenches, emplacements, defend his own area with the SimCity. I call it the SimCity because he built basically a city here. But this guy, he look like he all go on the other strategy, which is rushing and spamming with infantries, with brand guns, and yeah, and in later on he brings in a lot of tanks. So now what I need, that is, I have a Panzer Faust here, 2 squad, but I need a STG-44 in order to deal with these guys smoother. So I have one STG-44 coming up, normal Panzer Grenadier with G63, 33 I think. I might get mistake, but G34 or something. G36. Ah, shit. I couldn't get it straight. Sorry. And here is another skirmish. And he have a brand gun, he have a sniper, and have an engineer squad, and 2 lieutenants. And as you see that, yeah, this brand gun is damn annoying. It's really effective against infantry, so I have to focus on my squad here, and he retreat. Yeah, but as you see that I'm low on fuel, so yeah, I need to have this fuel point, or as much fuel point as possible. Again, I try to do another assault on his base, and it doesn't look too good. In the meantime, I think I'm making an AC at this point, armor car. So armor cars also gonna have dealing with infantry because it's extremely effective. Oh, I managed to kill to degrew his mortar trench. Barely make it. Yep, all of these squad are low on health, and I think gradually I have to withdraw there one by one. Yep, and he using snipers. And here comes the AC. Slow. Yeah, try to finish off with his squad. We have quite a lot of squads still. Some of them are extremely low on health, especially this infantry squad with brand guns. Yeah, and he pins his ability to pin my AC. But I'm still managed to snipe some of their squad members. And here comes another strut. It's, well, my AC has no match for this. I'm using the ability to fast move, but yeah, I have a damaged engine, so I'm stuck here, and our control is gone. So the AC was alive for about 1 minute, and then it's gone. At the same time, I still try to capturing the VP, but yeah, since now it has its sword, so it's time for me to retreat. So I think I retreat back here and start to think how to deal with this annoying little Stuart tanks. Yeah, and I think at this point I go for T4 and I'm making Panthers. But yeah, pretty low on manpower and fuel, barely make it with the fuel. So I think I decided here to do another assault or counter attack for this Stuart, and hopefully I can manage again to kill Stuart here, the same spot that I killed the first one. Yep, let's see. Maybe I try to flank him, but he controls these whole sections on the left, in the middle. So whenever I go, he gonna know me comes in. So I lost the element of surprise. And here's Stuart again. Yep, he's using the canister shots. And it kills like almost all of my squad. It's a massacre. You have a lot of body parts here and there and blood. So, oh my god, it's horrible. And then he repairing his mortar trench, repairing his casualty clearing stations. Well, it's kind of a medic bunkers. Yep. And yeah, I retreat my squad, and I think at this point I decided to build T4 here to get the Panthers. Yeah, and now here come the nasty monster, that is the Churchill tanks with the AVRE. So it's a huge cannon firing off the explosive, so it can kill the building in like 1 or 2 shots. And if you have a big blobs of infantry in one place, you can easily deal with that. So yeah, he make a really good choice here, because he know that I don't really have a tank yet. So he mostly he's concerned that is my Panzerfaust and my infantry, so he decided to bring out this Churchill AVE to deal with it. And now he starts to harassing my choke point here again one more times, even though I have booby trap it, but let's see how he managed. Yep, the booby trap activated, and he knows it, and he retreated right away. So he avoiding the harms done by the booby trap. I make another desperate attempt to. Okay, so here comes the sector artilleries. Yep, because I know that I am no match for his tank, so I decided to go with the sector artilleries here in these sections. And the sector artillery it's active for 150 seconds. It's pretty long. So yeah, these whole sections, this part, are now constantly being bombarded with artillery whenever there's an enemy appears. There's an enemy appearance inside these sectors. Yep, and then T4 is done. And I think I still need to upgrade my Panzerjäger commander and also my Panzer support commander. Yes, which I'm doing now. As you see, I use all of my fuel point for that. So the situation looks pretty desperate. I have a cutoff point here, so I have no all of these sections are out of my touch, and so I solely rely on the fuel come from here, and the ammunition in here, and the fuel from here, which is soon gonna be captured by them. So basically I cut off from all of my incomes, and also I only control one of VP, so my VP point are dripping as well. 378, and he has 459. So yeah, Yeah, quite a lot of, it's quite a huge margin. And here comes the Churchill. Yeah, I was scared. I was scared back then when I see this Churchill. So I have to split my squad in order not to bundle it up, bundle all of my infantry squad together. So it's make harder, a little bit harder for him to hit. Because even if he hits one of my squad, I lose only one squad. And yeah, I desperately try to kill him or at least do some harm to his tank with one of my lonely Panzer Grenadier squads. Yep, and he see I managed to do quite decent, and then yeah, I lost my squad because that was a stupid move, and then almost all of this. Yeah, almost all of this. That was a stupid move. So lesson, guys: never take a battle that you can't win. So if you see that the enemy is much stronger than you, then it's the best if you avoid the whole confrontation altogether, or do the flanking, or pick the fight that's small enough you can chill off. But if not, yeah, there's no need to waste your units and your resources into those fights. And here comes the horde. It comes again to this to this field point, because this is the only major field point I have left. And then I think he did the mistake here that he's bundled all of his troops into capturing one point. Yeah, if I have sector artillery here, or if I have booby trap this point, it means it's gonna inflict a huge damage on this block that he has. But fortunately for him, I didn't have any, or I don't have any ammunition or fuel much left to do any kind of those sector artillery. So yeah. So I'm patiently waiting for my. I think at this point I'm patiently waiting for my Panther to come, because I can only deal with these two tanks with the Panthers. Yeah. Yep, and he's killed my scout car, so it means I'm gonna lose this section soon. And I think he bring in his armor command trucks, and then later on he bring in, so he can bring in his Shermans, Sherman flies, and then here he start to build machine gun bunkers to basically cover this point, so I can get this point back. Without this point, it means I don't have fuel, I don't have ammunition here, and I'm dead. So this is the situation of life and death for me, basically. Yep, and he built another bunker, so yeah, cut off all of my access with bunkers and tanks comes. Yeah, the situation looks pretty dire for me at this point of the game. 21 minutes into the games, and we are about 3/4 of the game, so I think the last 15 minutes is gonna be really interesting for you guys to see how I managed to turn the tide and win the battle. Yeah, just a little teaser for you guys to know that I managed to win this game, even though the situation right now doesn't look too good. So my savior is coming. I'm waiting for 1,000 manpower to get my savior, which is the dual Panthers. That's all I need now in these situations. Yep, I have only 2 Panzer Grenadier squad left. Barely make it. My Kentengrad can go out to capture point because he has secured all of the access with bunkers and tanks. So my Kentengrad right now just do the booby traps, whatever point I can do. And from time to time I try to buy some time. Yeah, until I get the Panthers. So I know that this is pretty reckless and meaningless move to assault this point, but I still do it. Yeah. And 1,000. So here come the angels. Here come the Panthers. Yeah, first I thought I have only one. I get only one because sometimes the game has a bug. I have seen that is you get only one Panthers when you call them out. But yeah, it was just like there's this point being cut off. So yeah, here comes the action. So there's Churchills. Yep. Try to kill off their Churchills. At the same time I take some damage from their Piat. Yeah, I fucking hate the Piat. They can do the rainbow kind of trajectory, so over the hedge. Yep, I made a mistake here. I shouldn't have turned my back against him. Yep, rear armor hits. So a few seconds into when my Panthers come to the games, I already have half health for this one Panthers and about 90% health for one. So I focus on this the bunkers, the machine gun bunkers. And you see he has 2 engineer squad with Piat, which is pose a huge threat to my armors, and he also pings down my Panthers. So yeah, I can't move, I can't retreat. Usually in this situation you should have some infantry support for your tanks, because even though your Panthers are really strong and powerful, very agile, so one of the best tanks in the game I think, but you still need the support from the infantry. Yep, I try to do some damage with my SCG-44, but yeah, they still have the bunker ups. So it's really annoying. I need to kill the bunkers. I need to kill off the bunkers. Yes! Go! Run! Retreat! Yep! The first nugget is sold. I managed to get rid of one of the bunkers. And now here comes the second one. At the same time, he have a damaged Churchill with very low health. A Stockhouse armor car, and a lot of infantry with Piat, which is my, I think, biggest concern right now. That is their Piat. And here the Panthers gracefully kill off the another Vickers gun emplacements. At the same time, I'm making another infantry squad and using my Kentenkrad start to slowly recapture this point. Because as long as I can manage to hold this point, it means I have enough resources to call in more units. And as you see, all of my Panthers are now half health, so I decided to focus on repairing this. But I think it could have been better that if I back off my Panthers a bit backward, so not right next to their point, so you can see what I'm doing. But yeah, I don't really have time to repair the Panthers, because they start to do another wave here, and I decided to bring up my infantry squad to kill off. Okay, and they also have their motor trench up and running again. So yeah, I still need to fix up this. So yeah, I decided to back off a bit to really get this thing up 100% health. And in the meantime, my another Panthers, which is really low health, about 30%, to have to fight this German firefight. So I think here comes the turning point of the games. That is when he decided to push his Germans, or his infantry, his Cromwell, his Churchill, up to this point. Yeah, I do one thing that should actually radically change the outcome of the games. Yeah. I think that is the, I'm waiting to have, you guys can see it, yeah, I don't want to spoil the fun, But basically what I'm doing here, I had to back off, because all my tanks are really low health, they have a lot of infantry coming up, so yeah, my tank, I had to reserve my tank, because I know that if I lose my tank now, it's game over, for me. They have too many tanks, they have too many Piat, yeah, and my infantry squad barely can do any damage. So yep, I lose another squad. And he slowly to push in. Yep, I know the Churchill come up, so I run away. Yep, you see that it's explosive round thing, do the huge damage with my Vet 1 Panthers. Yep, so I activated here comes the cavalry. So I activated sector artillery here. And what the sector artillery does that it's constantly bombarding this guy. And then also here, even though it looks like the Sherman can easily kill up 2 of my very low health Panthers, but one lucky shot, yes, you see that, one lucky shot, the artillery is managed to land right on top of the Churchill, or the Shermans, sorry, and then kill it off. Of course I lose one of my Panthers, but I kill 2 of his tanks. So well, 1 for 2. It's a good trade-off. Yes. Thank God that artillery, the sector artillery. I love it. It saved my ass. It saved my ass in this case. But it's not over yet. He called in another Shermans. This powerful Sherman with upgrade guns. Yep, and my tank is nowhere near ready yet. He do another push. I have the tank buster squad, and then yep, we try to manage to kill to fence him up. As you see, low health. I know that I might have a chance. Yes! I will be trapped again this point because this point is so critical. It's so crucial to my whole game. So constantly have to recapture this and will be trapped. But the situation now seems to be a little bit more stabilized because he only have his infantry and his light armor car. And he did another mistake. He didn't notice that I have the sector artillery, so he constantly run into that sections. And then when he realized it, yeah, back off. But my artillery managed to kill off quite a lot of his squad. Yeah. Yep. And he retreat. And I think, yeah, I have only one Panther left, 2 Panzer Grenadiers, 1 Kettengrad, and yeah, try to recapture. But the situation on the map, you see, is much more balanced now. Basically, each one of us covers or control half of the maps. I have well, low on manpower, low on ammunition. So it means if he decides to attack now, I don't really have enough ammunition to do another sector artillery because it costs 200 ammunition, which is quite costly. So at this point, I think he realized that my Panthers are the main threat. So he decided to build a 17 powder AT gun here. Yeah, basically cover this whole sections with his AT gun. But yeah, what is that? That's my Hummel. That's my Hummel. It's singing. Yeah, I managed to get one of the Hummels. Yeah, I was kind of, I don't know. I was thinking, should I get another 2 Panthers or should I get some artillery? Yeah, and I decided to go with the Hummels. So it's 600 manpower versus 1,000 for another pairs of Panthers. So as you see that the Hummels immediately have some devastating effects on his morales because he knows that now he have to deal with my artillery as well in his home base, and he couldn't really build any guns emplacement that easily anymore like what he did. So yeah, I did a really brave move, that is I solo my Panthers up. Yeah, because I have the vet one now, so I know it's a little bit better defense against the Piat he has. But what I do, that is basically I try to harass his base, so at the same time I can repair and regroup and reinforce my Panzer squads. Yeah, just want to buy a little bit more times. And here come another wave. So in this situation, all you can do that is just back off. So keep the range, keep the distance between the armor car or the tanks against their hordes of infantry, their block of infantry. Yeah, and maybe you manage to snipe up some of their squad members. As you see here, I have to back off, and dangerously close to my Hummels. Yeah, and I think now he's go for my Hummel because he's a soft target. He can easily kill off my Hummels one shot, even though I have some Flex 38 here to cover the base. But see, he easily kill off my Hummel. Well, that was a waste. I only managed to use the Hummel for one round, and now I lost it already. So that is 600 manpower to the drain. Yep, I get another one right away, and right there I'm started setting up and firing off to their base. Yep, but it missed. Okay, so it missed most of their infantry. Oh, well, not bad. Damaged badly their mortar trench, and yeah, basically bring on chaos in this their truck areas. Okay, here goes the other armor car he has, and SPG-44 with the vet one. Yeah, I lost that squad. Oh shit, another mistake. And I think I lost this as well. Shit. Sizer. Okay, I think he's bringing up another tanks or another armor car. Yep. And so again, my Panthers against the war. My lonely Panthers from the past. But now vet 2, so we have the machine gun guys on the turret. Perhaps a bit to fighting off the infantry. But there's still no match against their Piat, so I decided constantly back off to my base to get some support from my Panther squad, but all of my Panther squad are gone, so probably only now the Flag 38 is my only saviors or guardian in the game. Okay, shit, another Sherman. So this time I learned the lessons. I backed away my Hummel right away to avoid the killing. And then now my Panthers really low down on health, and his Sherman is about 50%, and yeah, his squad also badly wounded and injured, so we have a couple handful of squad left. Yep, and I think I call off another sector artillery here. You can't really call a sector artillery into your base territories, but what I did that is I called it here, so the whole circle here are actually covered in the sector artillery. But I think this time the sector artillery didn't really save me or anything. I probably just waste 200 ammunition. I was desperate, so yeah, the battle is gone, and that's it. That's it, a GG. He have only one infantry squad left, one lieutenant badly wounded, and then he decided to give up. So that's it. So yep, what a game it was. The turning point, that was when the two Panther comes up, and that is the game get really interesting and really intense. A lot of fightings and armor cars and tanks, and that was a good game. 1v1. Usually I lose on 1v1 with especially with the PE, because I feel the PE extremely underpowered when it goes against the Brits. Because Brits they have so many tactics to harass, to really annoying you with sim cities, with their shitty stupid abilities. So with the Panzer Grenadiers, with the PE, I think it's really you already like handicap yourself in the beginning. So now if you do 1v1, you have no ally or no friend to a bit lean over in the early stage of the games, and it's really uphill fight. But I managed to make it, so it was a good game. Thank you guys for tonight. Yep, see you next time.